but we're going to do them unrated because I realized talking through them slows my time down, which lowers my rating. So this is a 4-move checkmate in passant. So the white king is up there. We are moving black. And they move their knight, so I'm not sure how we're in passanting, but let's see. Our king... No, our rook's not threatened because we got both rooks there. I'm guessing being it's about pawns, we want to move our pawn. Yep. Let's just do all puzzles. 4-move checkmate and passant. That's the same thing. Okay, so white to move. King's up at the top. Starting position, we've got our queen that could check, but she is not defended. So next we could move our knight. I don't see any move that threatens anything with the knight. And it's currently protecting that pawn. We can move up the pawn to threaten the bishop, but again, well, actually it's protected by the queen. Let's do that. Nope. And, okay. I guess I needed to work on the whole 4-move checkmate thing. I'm still not seeing what it wants me to do. Oh, right, in passant, of course. For those of y'all that don't know, that's when one pawn moves 2 spaces. You could kill it as if it had moved 1 space. And their queen was not protected. So white to move. We've got our queen and bishop on the double diagonal. I'm not sure why that wasn't a good move, to be honest. I don't see anything that could get me. He would have had to move the bishop or the queen. So let's see. Okay, I guess because that's actually checkmate. Okay, so white to move. Black king still in the starting position. We've got a knight on our back rank, which was previously in reach of our king. Not sure why we didn't just take it, but we can't just move our queen over to check. We can move her up. But let's do like they did last time and put her right next to him. Queen's kiss. So white to move. Again, we've got this double diagonal. It looks like they just want us to do the exact same move as last time to me. And that was correct. All right, black to move. Our king left his starting position because he was in check by our queen. We do not have the double diagonal this time. Actually, we do. But that was not the right move. So what else we got? We could take that knight, but then we'd lose our bishop to the rook. We could just threaten with the bishop, but then there's nothing defending the bishop. So we can bring a knight out. Oh, it just wants us to take this unprotected pawn. Now, oh, I see. That bishop could get us. So I don't know why we did that. Because he was in check. So the bishop was not threatening us. Do we just go back? Oh, I'm not sure why I didn't see that. Okay, 4-move checkmate. Again, it is black to move. Our king is in the middle of the board, the one that we're trying to attack. And we've got a rook there. So, honestly, we can just move this rook here. And then this one over and take that pawn and it's mate. But that's not what they want. Oh, yeah, obvi, that was a quicker mate. So black to move. Our king is in the starting position. And I'm not seeing a check that won't lose our queen. But we've got this knight over here, defended by that bishop. That's annoying. So let's see. We could move our pawn up, and then it'd be blocking that bishop. And they'll probably recapture, but that would let us take the knight. Or we could just take the bishop, actually. Nope. Okay, for some reason it wants us to take this pawn. I'm not sure what that reasoning is. Oh, we're protected by the bishop over here in this corner. I didn't see that. That's why I like to take the first few seconds of each puzzle just to evaluate my position, see where my pieces are, see where their king is. I know I keep saying our king, but it's our target, really. But I obviously missed that bishop there. So it says down here the difficulty of this puzzle is 1085. I know I'm rated like an 860. I think that's just because of timing. Because I know I can beat the bots that are like 1100. So I think it's a timing thing. All right. So black king is over here in the top corner. Our rooks are threatening each other. Mine are more protected. Mine's got the knight protecting it, the queen protecting it, and another rook. They just have another rook. The queen and knight, the black king, queen and knight. The knight is protecting the queen, so we can't take that knight with our king. We are in check. So personally, I would move my pawn up to defend. That seems to be our only move other than moving our king. But if we move our pawn up, they can get next to us. They can just take it with the pawn, which would just put us back where we are. So it makes the most sense to move our king, but we'll see if that's what they want. What was that? Let's try the pawn. Yep. And then we're in check again, but we can take that pawn back. No. Oh, of course, the knight's not defended. The knight was just defending the queen. All right, white to move. Instinctually here, I would just take that knight. Our queen is not being threatened. That knight is pinned. But we have that double diagonal here. No, of course, that threatens our queen. They would just take it. Let's try the knight. Nope. Man. Oh, right. You always capture with the lesser piece first. Okay. And then we could go up. Nope. Let's try the rook up. There we go. It's basically a 2-rook mate right there. I personally like the queen's kiss, but I feel like people tend to see it coming when you have that double diagonal going on, or a knight right up in their face. Okay, so this one's only a difficulty 583. We're moving white. The black king is in the starting position. We've got a knight relatively close. He does have one protected square in between those bishops that he could move to and threaten that rook, but it'll probably just move down. And that's that position. We could take this pawn, but then we'd just be captured by the queen. And we can threaten check. And then we're defended by our knight there. So we can just take that spot. All right, black to move, where our king is in the top left corner. So castle king side. No, because the rook's still in starting position. We can check with our king, or queen, sorry, but would be captured by that knight. We're down a bishop. So, I'm not sure on this one. We could just push that pawn and just get captured. We can take this pawn though, but then we'd lose to that bishop. So we can get our knights out. We could threaten that queen with our bishop. Again, it's undefended. It would just get taken. I'm not seeing what it wants me to do here. Let's hint. Oh, of course. I was so focused on that square that the knight's defending. Again, that square's defended. Right, in passant. I keep forgetting the name of the puzzle. Okay, so now we can take that knight and threaten. White to move. I will say, though, a lot of these have not had the en passant, which I'm probably butchering, by the way. My pronunciation of every language is a little off. So this one's difficulty 986. King's in the starting position. Our rooks are on the same rank. We've got a knight threatening our bishop, but that's defended by the pawn, so I currently don't care. Our other knight is threatened, still defended by the pawn. Both knights are threatening that pawn, which is defended by our queen and our bishop. So honestly here, I would double my rooks up and threaten that king on the king side. To prevent castling, but let's see. We could take that bishop with our knight. Bishops are usually worth more than a knight. Knights are good for forking and blocking pawns, but in my experience, it's hard to checkmate with them. You can checkmate with two bishops. That's called the Boden's mate. I think I've maybe pulled that off once, to be honest. I usually do a rook mate. So let's see what else we got. So we could capture a knight, we could capture a bishop. We can't check that I'm seeing. So let's see. I don't think that's what it wants us to do. Nope. Okay, so it wants us to take that and threaten the queen. I didn't see that that was threatening the queen. We're in check, and that rook is threatening our rook. I can take with my queen to prevent ruining my pawn structure. I don't see anything defending it, so I'm going to do that. We're going to take that bishop, threaten that king, and that's it for that puzzle. We'll do a couple more, and then I have pancakes on the way for Valentine's Day, so I will be logging off. But white to move. King is right there by the queen, just one rank ahead of their starting position. They swapped colors, though. So white to move. That pawn is threatening our queen. There's nothing defending this. See, I always go for a good queen trade, but I know it wants us to move our queen up and continue with the check. So we'll do that. Oh, that's not what it wanted us to do. Did it want us to take the queen? No. Oh, of course. Okay. And queen's kiss. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, but thanks for tuning in, guys.